I got a very special guest in the building in front of me right now. I like when this man comes here. Pause. That was super pause, huh? No, I'm a big fan because, one, I've been following since day one, and I feel like the same time you got in the game is around the same time I got in the radio game. Yep. So that's pretty dope. And I just feel like when you hear, man, New York is in the building.
That's right.
You know, so my special guest, Maino.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm wonderful, man. Bless.
Hey, so, all right, so I told you before the interview we were kind of talking, but I didn't want to say too much because I wanted to say it for the camera. But it's dope we get to sit down because I've really been rocking with you since like, maybe not day one, but like the day after.
Yeah, the day after. That's good enough.
Yeah, I remember. So when Maino first came in the game, or when I got to know him here on the West Coast, my boy Art hit me up. And I just started in radio, and Art was like, yo, man, I got this artist. And he got a song called Rumors.
Rumors, yep.
He just got out of jail, though. He was like, he just got out of jail. But because he knows I like that hard shit.
Right,
you know,
right.
I was never with that soft shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, let me hear it, man. And then I knew from the first line I was fucking with you. I heard Suge slap game.
Yeah, that was it. Rumors, yeah, that's crazy. You know what's so interesting about that? Because a lot of people on the national level didn't really know who I was until Haheda. But the people that really follow hip hop and what was going on in the streets of New York, Rumors is really the record that changed my life. That was the song that I made that had not only radio stations playing it, but it had record companies calling me directly. I got my first major recording deal off of Rumors. You understand? Like I had labels and Nas calling me, "Yo, we trying to do a deal." Like, when I'm like, "What?" Hanging up on certain people because I didn't even think it was true. Like, you know. So that was the record. That was the pivotal moment for me right there.
So when Rumors dropped, how long were you out of jail for? Because I know you had just gotten out at that time.
I had been out for maybe a year and a half.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, maybe a little less than that. You know, and I had made that, and that was a song that actually changed my life. So around that time, you got to think it was in New York. It was the mixtape and then the DVD era. So, you know, the Smack DVDs, you know, all the stuff that was popping on the streets. You know, I had became a fixture in that world right there. And then I came with Rumors, and it was a wrap.
You look back now at like how because I mean, a year and a half, there's been people that have been rapping their whole life and still can't get nobody's attention.
Yeah,
so do you like trip out to be like, yo, man, like 15, 16 years ago, look how far I've came?
I'm blessed, man. You know, and I always think about my life from that standpoint. You understand? Like, it's easy to talk about the things that we don't have or the things that we want to get and complain about them, but I don't concentrate on the problem. I always focus on the solution. And if I think about my life and where I've been and what I've been through, I wouldn't supposed to even be here. You understand?
Facts.
So I overdid it, you know? For real.
Now, what I'm doing right now, I'm telling your biography so we can bring everybody up to speed, because I know there's a lot of 2019 shit going on, but I got to bring people up to speed. And these are some of the attributes why you're one of my favorites.
That's
all
right.
Thank you. Maino was a real one from day one. I mean, you start off the song with I heard Suge slap game. I mean, you got to be a real one, right? But let me tell you, when you won me over, Maino, this is when I knew. I said, oh, me and him are cut from the same cloth. Around 07, 08, Maino did this thing where he started slapping everybody.
Ooh.
You guys remember this? Maino was slapping everybody.
Yeah.
Can we just touch on that real quick?
We can.
Because I feel like that's a major part of your legacy.
Yeah, the hand of God. Yeah. The hand of God.
Yes. So who caught the hand of God first? Was it Youngberg?
You know, no, I don't know if it was him first or I don't know. It was a lot happening back then, right? But you know, there was a few instances of things that never been talked about of people that caught that and never.
There's some well-known rappers that we don't know about that got the hand of God.
Pretty known. Yeah.
Do you care to share?
I can't, because we on a whole nother page.
Because you're famous
right
now, man.
Yeah, we on a whole nother page. We trying to do something else, and me and Youngberg is cool. So you know,
and Youngberg got hits now too.
He got hits.
You know what I'm saying? Hitmaker.
You know.
But yeah, that won me over. And then I mean, there was a couple other ones, but
couple
y'all
notable.
did Youngberg so dirty back then. And then this was your exact quote. This is how well I remember that moment. You were like, I had to discipline him. He had to get disciplined. And I just said, who even talks about it like that? Like, nah, he just had to get disciplined. And then you were cool. Like, you guys were cool.
I'm cool. It was no big deal, you know? It was, you know, some straightening every now and then. It's all good.
I feel you, man. Damn. So now it's dope, too, to see, like, okay, that was back then. That was kind of the beginning, and everybody has their like beginning story, you know. But to see how far you've come, and it's 2019 now, and obviously you've been on TV for a while. You got new music that's coming that I'm excited about. What's the next move, man? What are we doing?
We just gonna continue to push up, continue to increase the value. You know, we got a new song out right now. All Again with Macy Gray. The video's out right now. We pushing it. We got a brand new project coming. It's called On Everything I Love, and we just gonna continue to grind.
That's what's up. How did you find Macy Gray? How'd you hook up with her?
My man Blue Williams. He used to manage her. He managed CeeLo Green. He connected with Nick. You know, and when he heard the record, he was like, "Yo, I think that she would be dope on that." And I didn't even think she did songs with rappers, but you know, he got her to do it, and it was a rap. Yep.
I remember she had one back in the day with like Most Def and Guru,
See,
rest in peace. But that was like the only one. Primo did the beat. That shit was hard.
Yeah, I ain't remember that, and I definitely wasn't thinking she was doing with a rapper like me. Like I'm more like a street artist, so I was just like, she ain't gonna do no song
all
with
love
me.
the street artists, man. You gotta just, you know what I'm saying? They see the block, they get excited.
Hey.
So that's what's up. So I'm assuming this is a precursor to a new album.
Yeah. So the project is called On Everything I Love. You know, and you know we trying to get that out by the top of August at least. You know, and just keep going, just keep working.
Damn, this is dope, man. I like this. We were talking about it before the cameras rolled on. I just like how it's like. And I guess hip hop's not that old, so this never really was a stigma, but it is though. And it's like, you know, a lot of rappers, I feel like, you know, they try to age us out in hip hop. Like once you hit 30, it's like okay.
Man, look, you can't even pay attention to none of that because right now where we at with hip hop, what's so great about hip hop right now is that it's a fan for everybody. You understand? Like you don't got to make music for 12-year-olds. Like that's not the person. Like that they have the people that make those songs. They have those people. Like make your music. Like be who you are. You speak to your core. Speak to your base. Don't matter what you are, who you are, like how short, how young, how old. None of that matters.
Especially in the streaming era, man.
It don't matter. None of that matters. You understand?
We gonna get any more music with you and Uncle Murda and
of course.
The whole Birdman situation?
Yeah, the Birdman thing that's not gonna happen. You know, but me and Murda, that's my brother, so we always gonna rock. Definitely.
That's what's up. What happened with the Birdman thing? Is it's not. I don't want to insinuate it's beef. I'm not trying to say that,
definitely not no beef. No, we just couldn't. I mean, the business wasn't there.
Right.
You know, so like. You know, if we're gonna do business, let's do real business so that we could benefit off that. Like I don't want to be in a situation that I'm gonna be looking at you crazy later on, and then then we gotta have an issue and stuff like that. Like that's not what I'm about. So I mean, I don't think at that point we were able to get the business down to a place that it would have been good business.
I feel you. You don't have to sue Birdman 10 years from now.
It's just it's not worth it. Like why add on to? I got enough headaches.
Right. Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
And I want to be careful how I say this because I'm not trying to throw no shade or salt. But I'm genuinely curious as just somebody from the outside looking in, and you've worked with Birdman a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, but you have history with him.
A small amount, yeah.
Small, for the sake of argument, a very small amount, but an amount. Why do you think rappers continue to work with him? Because it seems like he always has a new artist on deck, somebody dope too, like.
And they gonna continue to work with him because I mean, anytime that you're dealing with artists that's coming out of situations where they need and looking for opportunity, you know, he's always gonna be in a position to help facilitate that. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. You know, we just couldn't get our business right.
Right.
You know, I don't know what his situation with other artists are. Maybe they good with what he doing. You understand?
Right.
And to each his own. But for me and for what I was feeling like we was bringing to the table, I felt like the business could have been better. So it's all good, you know.
And that's just business.
Yeah, that's just
man.
business.
That's all I wanted to be careful how I word it too.
Because it's not a problem. You know, it's like, you know, people send contracts every day about something, and every day there's a conversation about potential business, and a lot of those things fall on the floor. You know, it's all good though. We keep it moving though.
I feel that. So what's up with Maino on TV?
Acting or
acting, reality. I know you on everything now.
Well, I did one season of Love and Hip Hop. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I got to keep it real because I don't really watch Love and Hip Hop as
me
familiar
neither.
as I am with it. Yeah, and I feel like most guys don't. You know, that's kind of for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is I don't even watch it at all. Like,
you even watch it when you were on there?
Nah.
Why?
It's just business.
Damn.
It's just business. That's it. It's just business.
So you weren't even curious to know, like, how did I come across in this scene?
I know how I came across because I knew I wasn't going to put myself in a position to be looking crazy.
Right.
Because if I was, you would have heard about it.
That's true.
Right? I would be having to answer those questions. So I'm never going to put myself in a position to gamble with my integrity. I'm not going to come on a show like that and make myself out to be a fool and walk away more damaged than I started.
Right.
That's counterproductive. Right. We're trying to increase the value, not decrease it.
Now, how does that work on those shows? Like, I feel like people got to know what they're doing, right? I'm
speaking for myself. I know what I'm doing.
Like, when you went into Love and Hip Hop, like, what was your mind state like? Like, I know you wanted to look a certain way, you wanted to come across a certain way, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do they get people in these situations where they do the most?
Partially is that people understand that you get paid for the episodes that you actually on, not for the amount of work that you done. Like, you could do all that work and then not be in one episode and you ain't getting paid. So I think people try to, I don't know exactly who, I'm not speaking about anybody specific, but I think people try to actually do the most to ensure themselves a spot on the episode. You know, I mean, for me, you know, it was just about them understanding what role I was going to play. Like, so if you got the people that's going to be acting a fool, or you got the people that's going to be throwing drinks, or the love triangle, that's cool. But I represent something totally different.
Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. And you definitely held your own thing down. I did read, when I was researching for the interview, though, that you and your girl broke up.
Yeah, allegedly, right? I've been hearing that, too.
Allegedly. So the word we heard right now was allegedly.
Yeah, that, too, B.
So does this mean we're going to get another season of Love and Hip Hop out of Maino?
Well, here's what you got to understand. This is real life, and then there's that show.
Right.
One don't have nothing to do with the other. You understand? And that's really, you know, with all respect to the show, because I don't got nothing bad to say about them. But, you know, it's just business. And it's like, if I decide to make a business move and feature myself on a show, that's just what it is.
No, I'll keep it real with you, though. Like, when you say that, too, because I feel like Joe Budden and Sin Santana aren't really broken up. I don't think anybody thinks they're really broken up.
Well, I can't speak to that because I don't, like, I think what people mix up is the storyline. See, here it go in a nutshell. It's just entertainment, bro.
Right.
No different than watching Martin to some degree, right? You taking real people, you taking aspects of their lives that's real, but at the same time, it's made in a way to entertain the viewers. I don't think it should be taken that literal.
Okay.
I don't think anything that you see on the show, particularly any show, not just that show, I don't think that should be taken as literal as something that's happening in real life.
Right.
So whatever Joe and Sim was going through in real life, that may just be real life, bro.
Right.
So what I'm saying is going on in real life is real life.
I feel that. No, I feel that. And I think, you know, the lines get blurred when you're just, you know, the consumer and you're from the outside looking in, and then, you know, it's all just, we don't know what's real, what's fake anymore.
I know. I see that. Like, and I never really thought that. I thought people really understood that it was just really a show, and then people asking me questions. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about, man? Like, you watching
and then
TV,
it got to be
man?
crazy too, because then people got to think they really know your business, so they can like come up to you and say crazy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, my business on there was business, so I mean, my storyline didn't have nothing to do with, you know, love triangles or anything like that. It was things that I could use, so it's all good.
That's what it is, man. No at Night, 935K there. We got Maino in the building. What keeps Maino wanting to rap in 2019? Because the game is, you know, it's a lot different now.
I mean, the game is what it is, you know. You evolve with the game, you know. It's not like I took time off ever. So, I mean, just as much as the game was evolving, you evolving as a person at the same time. So, you know, whether this is 2019 or 2014, you know, we constantly put out projects. You know, we constantly staying busy to continuously do what we do. So it don't matter, you know, because like I said earlier, like, it's a fan for everybody.
Yep.
Once you understand who your base is and who loves you, then you do it for them, you know. And I'm cool.
Yeah, and I think it's dope, too, because it's like we got artists out here on the West Coast that are kind of like that, but I feel like New York, the city, has really embraced you and, like, held you up as one of those ones to represent the city, man.
Yeah, I mean, I stayed down long enough to come up. You know, I stayed down with my city. I rep my city. you know. But like I was telling people before, I had a #1 record out here before I even had it in New York.
Which one was that?
All the Above.
Oh, that's my shit. We were just singing that in the other room.
Yeah, it was #1 here on Power.
Shout out Just Blaze.
Yeah, definitely.
How did that record come about, man?
I had
you remember for
yeah. I had an old record that I was playing for Just Blaze because we had a session. He said, "Yo, just bring me some records. Let me just vibe with it." And I bought him a record, and he said, "Yo, this is the record right here." And I said, "This record is about depression. Like we talking like suicidal thoughts." And he said, "Nah, you don't hear it." And I couldn't hear what he was talking about.
Right.
And he said, "Give me this record. Let me sit with it for a little while, and I'm gonna get back to you." So he called me after a couple of weeks. I don't know how long it was, maybe like 2-3 weeks. And he said, "Come to the studio." When I came to the studio, he played me that. And I said, "Oh, wow." He took what I had done and made it over, sped it up, same melody though, and made it a hit record.
Damn. Just Blaze, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
That's right.
My other one I liked a lot was All of the Above, Rumors, of course. I liked the one with you and Swizz too. A million bucks.
Yeah.
That was my one, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like when I DJ, I like the one in that hook, just for getting out of it.
Yep.
But hey, man, thank you for coming through. Did I forget anything or like?
That's on you, baby. I don't know. Did you?
I'm just saying, I want to make sure we hit everything, man. I just think it's so dope to have you here in LA because I feel like a lot of times like East Coast artists like we don't get them as much as we should.
Yeah.
So we have a certain like reverence because when they're here, it's like, okay, did we get everything? Did we?
You know me, I'm always here. You know, I'm not always popping up at the station, but I'm always in the city.
Well, hey, man, you gotta feel free to come through whenever, man.
Thank you.
Whenever you got the new shit, feel free to drop it off, man. We'll play it for you, man.
Thank you.
So, hey, man, Maino in the building, 935 K-Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
We appreciate that, man.
All right.